In this episode, we're exploring J.K. Rowling, the brilliant mind behind Harry Potter and a passionate advocate for creativity, resilience, and change. From her novels to her personal reflections and interviews, Joanne Rowling's words have motivated millions. Let's explore her most impactful quotes that will inspire you to believe in the power of stories, imagination, and perseverance. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. I was set free because my greatest fear had been realized, and I was still alive. Failure meant a stripping away of the inessential. The truth, it is a beautiful and terrible thing and should therefore be treated with caution. What's coming will come, and we'll meet it when it does. Imagination is not only the uniquely human capacity to envision that which is not, and therefore the fount of all invention and innovation. The world is full of wonderful things you haven't seen yet. Don't ever give up on the chance of seeing them. Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. It's impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. Words are, in my not-so-humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book. You control your own life. Your own will is extremely powerful. Anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. The most important thing is to read as much as you can, like I did. It will give you an understanding of what makes good writing, and it will enlarge your vocabulary. I think the most important thing to do if you want to be a writer is to write. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. You will never truly know yourself or the strength of your relationships until both have been tested by adversity. There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction. The internet has been a boon and a curse for teenagers. I think you have a moral responsibility when you've been given far more than you need, to do wise things with it and give intelligently. Talent and intelligence never yet inoculated anyone against the caprice of the fates. Numbing the pain for a while will make it worse when you finally feel it. Time will not slow down when something unpleasant lies ahead. It's so important to write your ideas down. Sometimes the littlest ideas turn into the biggest stories. I really don't believe in magic except the kind we make for ourselves. The stories we love best do live in us forever. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. The internet, where anonymity is both a blessing and a curse. I've never set out to teach anyone anything. I go where the characters take me. I believe in hard work and luck, and that the first often leads to the second. We all have magic inside us. I'm grateful for all of it, for the good and the bad. It takes a lot of bravery to challenge the status quo, but it's often necessary to progress. I think you have to be willing to stand for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. Let us step into the night and pursue that flighty temptress adventure. There's always room for a story that can transport people to another place. Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels, but old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young. Books are a uniquely portable magic. You don't forget the face of the person who was your last hope. It is a curious thing, Harry, but perhaps those who are best suited to power are those who have never sought it. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. You sort of start thinking anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. People find it far easier to forgive others for being wrong than being right. The fame thing is interesting because I never wanted to be famous, and I never dreamed I would be. The only thing that frightened me more than failure was the thought of not trying at all. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided. J.K. Rowling's words continue to inspire generations of readers and dreamers alike. Her wisdom transcends the pages of her books and enters our daily lives, reminding us of the power of courage, love, and imagination. Thank you for joining us on this journey through her most powerful quotes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Who Said What for more inspiring words from the world's greatest minds. See you in the next episode.